2-1 in game 2. They lost game 1 0-2 and lost game 9 0-9. Washita had a chance to win that series in game 1, but came up just short in the bottom half of the second inning. Sun has decided to come out here today, looking forward to a great day of softball. Great weather. So having the coaches meeting at home plate, because we'll have the national anthem here soon. First pitch was supposed to be at 2 o'clock. I'd like to apologize for this buzz on the audio. We're going to try to get that worked out here soon. Just some technical difficulties. Like I said, hopefully that will be taken care of. So getting ready to introduce the starting lineups from either team. We'll start with Southwestern Oklahoma State. Center field will be number 0, Kennedy Morlock. Third base will be number 9, Brianna Simmons. Catching will be number 1, Danny Carmo. Designated player will be number 11, Hannah Franklin. Left field will be number 15, Jewel Lee. First base will be number 4, Jordan Wadley. Right field will be number 21, Jessica Carmo. Second base will be number 6, Kiani Barron, and shortstop will be number 23, Dusty Pence. Getting ready for the lineup for the Tigers today will be shortstop number 2, Hope Wade. Then center field will be number 14, Heather Brown. Third base will be number 24, Sloan Precure. Catching will be number 7, Jillian Jones. Designated player will be number 8, Lauren Lester. Right field will be number 6, Callie Jordan. Pitching today and batting 7th will be number 19, Madison Miller.
Designated player number 8, Lauren Lester. Right fielder.
First base will be number 10, Kendall Doctor. Left field will be number 21, Kendall Moyer, and second base will be number 0, Tori Herbert.
First baseman number 10, Kendall Doctor. Left fielder number 21, Kendall Moyer. And at second base, number 0, Tori Herbert.
Like I said, we are looking for a good matchup here today between these two GAC opponents.
At this time, would you please rise for the national
We'll take a quick break for the national anthem. And that means we will be getting ready to play here momentarily at Sully Anderson Field. I'd once again like to apologize for the feedback here coming in through the sound system. Trying to figure out where that is. Said hoping to have a good game here today on hand. On the mound to start today for Ouachita will be number 19, Madison Miller. We saw her back in Game 1 against SAU, and Game 3 came in out of the pen in Game 3. She's coming into this one with a 2.06 ERA. She's 4-3 on the season, looking to pick up win number 5 today. This will be her 7th start of the season. Only giving up 14 earned runs so far. And opponents are batting .320 against her. She'll be going up against the leading batter for Southwestern Oklahoma State, and Kennedy Morlock batting an impressive .475. He's racked up 19 hits in 40 at-bats. Started in all but one game for... That'll be hit to Miller to start, bobble it, throwing to first will not be in time, so that'll be a leadoff base runner for the Bulldogs. That would bring up number 9, Brianna Simmons. Runner goes, Jones the throw. It's close, but umpire will call it safe. That's a good throw by Jones, just not quite there in time. So stolen base for Morlock. Count now is 1-0 on Simmons. Simmons batting .388. That's going to be popped up over past third base. Wade comes over, makes the ground, and makes the grab in foul territory for out number 1. That'll bring up number 1, Danny Carmo. Carmo stepping in now. That one's going to be up high for ball 1. Carmo batting .429. This will be her 10th start of the season. That one's going to miss for ball 1. The 2-0 up high, ball 3. Carmo is a freshman out Placentia, California. That one's going to be outside for ball 4. 2 base runners here for Southwestern. Now up is going to be number 11, designated player Hannah Franklin. That one's going to be called low for ball 1. Franklin, a senior, batting .320 on the season, making her 8th start of the season. That will be called strike 1. The count evens up. That's going to be popped up. Wade goes back to make the grab. Lost it in the sun. And the throw to third for the... They're going to say the runner there at second, going for the double play. Not there in time. They get the force out over there at third. Smart heads-up play there by the Ouachita defense.
Number 15, Jewel Lee.
Carmo made it over to second, and Franklin sends on first. That one's going to be a high ball 1 to Jewel Lee, the left fielder today for the Bulldogs. That one was low for ball 2. That was going to find the zone for strike 1. Count now 2-1 here with 2 outs and 2 runners on for Southwestern. That was going to be low for ball 3. The 3-1 hitters count here. Called strike 2. Lee did not think that was the case, but leaving the count up here. Full count here with 2 outs. Top half of the first inning. Payoff pitch hit over to Precure at third. Fires over to Doctor at first in time. Out number 3. So Southwestern Oklahoma State gets a few on but can't capitalize on it. So no runs will score here in the top half of the first inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here, getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. Tigers up to bat for the first time today. And on the mound for Southwestern Oklahoma State is going to be number 18, the right-hander Miranda Grover, coming in with a 4.27 ERA and a 3.4 win-loss record. This will be her 5th start of the season. She has pitched a complete game in every start she has had. Giving up 26 earned runs so far in the season, and opponents are batting .308 against her. Wade steps into the box here. Wade, a sophomore out of Fort Worth, Texas. The first pitch from Grover was a strike. Getting ready for the 0-1 here. That one's going to be fouled back into the net for strike 2. We saw Wade battle a lot with 2 strikes last weekend. It looks like we're going to have to see it again today. That's going to be hit and fouled off of Wade's foot, so it'll just be a foul ball there. Count stays 0-2. Grover is a senior out of San Diego, California, and West Hills High School. That's going to be hit foul. Wade putting together a good battle here at the plate with 2 strikes. The 0-2 on its way. That's going to miss for ball one. The 1-2 will miss on that one. Miss on that one. Even the count up at 2-2. There's 2-2 count here on Hope Wade. Outside, ball three. Full count here for Wade, who has battled back from being down 0-2. Payoff pitch hit right to Grover, who throws over to Wadley over at first. That'll be out number one. And that will bring up Heather Brown, the center fielder, batting second.
Heather Brown.
Brown steps in here batting .293 on the season and pops that one up straight into the fence. That'll be strike one. Oh, 1 count here on Brown. The Brown, a sophomore out of Mount Vernon, Texas. Brown will show but pull back. Count is 0-2 now on Brown. The 0-2 on its way. Inside, ball one. The 1-2, it'll be fouled back into the net. Count will stay the same. Brown doing a good job battling at the plate so far. We just saw Wade battle back from 0-2 to fill the count up. We'll see if Brown can do the same. 1-2. That'll be fouled away. Back behind the concession stand. Still a 1-2 count here. Quite windy today, more or less blowing straight in. 1-2 again. That's going to be low for ball two. They've battled back to a 2-2 count here. That's going to be fouled back behind the concession stand once again. Count will stay 2-2. Tigers already making early contact here. Looks like they're a little bit early here for Brown and Wade being lefties. The 2-2 count here, 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on its way, low and outside, ball three. Then Brown hitting .293. Couple doubles to her name this season. That'll be fouled back. Brown putting together a fantastic at-bat here in bottom half of the first inning. See another payoff pitch on the way from Grover. Swung on and missed for strike three. That will bring up Sloan Precure. So far, both Ouachita batters have put together some great battles at the plate, but The winner of those two battles have both gone to Grover out there in the circle. Preaker will step in, batting .340 on the season for the Tigers. She's been in all 15 games so far. Started all 15. That was going to be hit up right up the middle for Tigers' first hit of the day. A base hit there with 2 outs for Sloan Preaker. Gets a runner on the bases for the Tigers with 2 outs as Jillian Jones steps up to the plate. Jones batting .295 now. Got in a bit of a slump against SAU. Looking to break out of it here today. First pitch from Grover will be a strike. Was batting above .350 before the SAU series and struggled during the series, but once again facing some of the top pitching talent in the country. Looks to break out of that slump here. Due for a good hit. That one's going to be outside, and the count goes to 1-1. Jones is a junior out of Inez, Texas. Making her 3rd year as a starter for the Tigers. Leads the team in home runs with 4 out of the team's total of 6. The 1-1, swung and missed, strike 2. The 1-2 on his way from Grover, low and inside. Preaker wanted to go, but stays at first. Count evens up at 2-2. Deuce is wild on the board. 2-2 is the count. Pitch is on the way. Swung on and hit foul down third baseline. Jones gets another chance. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Once again, hit straight over to pitch. Oh, actually fielded by Simmons. Fired over to Wadley at first for out number 3. That will do it for the first inning of play here at Sully Anderson Field. All tied up 0-0. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here with the second inning here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University, getting ready for the top half of the second inning. Madison Miller back out for her second inning of work, and she'll be seeing Whately, Carmo, and Barrett. It's going to be 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Bulldogs. So Jordan Wadley stepping into the box here, batting in the 6th hole. A 306 average so far, making her 12th start of the season. First pitch from Miller finds a zone for strike one. The 0-1 up high, ball one. One on its way from Miller's. We swung on right up the middle for a base hit. Another leadoff base runner for Southwestern Oklahoma State.
Number 21.
That will bring up the 7-hole. Number 21, Jessica Carmo. Runner goes. The throw from Jones, close, but not in time. It was a little bit off there. Very aggressive on the base paths as Bulldogs pick up their second stolen base in as many innings. 1-0 count now to Carmo. Bounce up high and runner stays at second. It'll be ball two. We do have a few common opponents with Southwestern Oklahoma. In preseason, or non-conference, we have both played University of Central Oklahoma, who we lost 4-3, and Southwestern Oklahoma lost 0-7. That's going to be called strike one. Wadley at second. A very aggressive out there on the base paths. Also, we have both played a series against Oklahoma Baptist. Ouachita took that series 2-1, and Southwestern was swept by Oklahoma Baptist. 2-1 pitch. Called strike two, count evens up. See Precure there coming up to cover the bunt. Doctor also coming up. So in doing so, that means Wade goes over to third to cover that base with the base runner on second. And Herbert heads over to first to cover first in case of a bunt here. Should be a 2-2 count, which we might not see a bunt here. That's going to be popped up. Herbert goes over, and it's going to be a fair ball. Got to put runners at the corners as Herbert couldn't quite get there in time. 2 hits in a row here to start the second inning. So nobody out and runners on the corners. Southwestern starting to threaten here. That brings up the 8-hole. Kiani Barron. Kiani batting .233 on the season, making her 14th start. Played in all games. Shows bunt there, bunts over to Precure, picks it up, checks runner at third. Goes to first to Herbert, throws back in time to Jones, but no, not in time. Thought we got the call over there at third, but did not. So runner scores there. It was a good throw from Herbert at first. So Southwestern Oklahoma strikes first and goes up 1-0. RBI does go to Barron there. And they do get one out of it, but a runner does stay on third base now. I think throw over there to third was in time, but the umpire said otherwise. Now the 9-hole hitter, the shortstop Pence, steps into the box up high for ball one. Sit one out and a runner on third. Good pitch there from Miller. Evens the count up at 1-1. One is hit over to Wade. Goes home to throw to home in. Not in time. Goes just a little bit off, and Southwestern Oklahoma Picks up another run to go up 2-0 here in the top half of the second inning. As Jones could not just get the turnaround there on that one. And that will take us back to the top of the lineup, and Kennedy Morlock reached on error to start the first inning. First pitch from Miller to Warlock is a strike. The 0-1, bunt will go foul. The runner went, but we'll have to head on back. Warlock squaring up to bunt here with one out, pulls back. It's going to be foul in the left field, or towards the left field line, but it will be foul. Interesting batting stance or grip from Warlock. Coach Grimes over there saying that you can't beat on the metal. That is against the rules. They weren't beating on trash cans. It might have sounded like it, but no, they were beating on the metal on the top part of the dugout. Don't want to have anything like the Astros going on here. So we hit straight to Preaker, thrown over to Herbert, but it'll miss Herbert. And runner stays. There'll be runners on first and second now. That should go down as an error on short as the throw was off. Coach Grimes going to have a quick word with the infield. Tell them to settle down here. They're better than this. It's kind of uncharacteristic of the Tiger team we've seen last weekend in the first home series of the year. They played a very clean game last time, but it's not the case so far today.
Number 9, Brianna Simmons.
Stepping in now is going to be Brianna Simmons, number 9. She flew out too short last inning. That one's going to be a check swing bunt. Miller grabs it, throws over to Doctor at first, and gets out number 2. And that'll bring up Danny Carmo, who got on and made it to second. Tigers trying to get out of this jam and not allow any more runs to score. We now have runners on second and third. First pitch from Miller is a strike to Carmo. Carmo batting .429 on the season. 0 for 0 today. One, swung on, foul, strike 2. Once you count here with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position for the Bulldogs. That one's going to be up high, ball 2. And trying to limit the damage here in the top half of the second inning. The 2-2, all speed, up high. Herbert comes back and makes a grab, runs into Brown, but holds on to the ball. They're okay. They appear to be laughing that one off, but that'll end the inning there. So Southwestern scores 2 on a couple of hits. And an error by the Tigers. Coach Grimes going to have a quick word with his team there before we come back here with the bottom half of the second inning. You're watching Ouachita Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
First, first, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Getting ready for the bottom half of the second inning. Southwestern State Bulldogs lead it 2-0 after a 2-run top half of the second inning. Due up for the Tigers will be Lester, Jordan, and Miller. That's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 holes, both due up for Ouachita here. Lester coming in batting .333 on the season, making her 14th start of the year. Tigers looking to answer back against Southwestern Oklahoma State here. Grover out. Another inning of work in the circle. Her first pitch will miss for ball 1. Lester drew quite a few walks last week. They would get runners on bases for Ouachita last week. Hits that one right back to Grover. Fired over to Gladley. That will bring up number 6, Callie Jordan. First pitch from Grover. Find the zone for strike 1. Jordan batting .342 on the season. Right fielder today, Tigers. Low and outside for ball 1. Count will even up. Jordan, a junior out of Crystal Beach, Texas. Hit foul toward Southwestern dugout. Strike 2. Get a new softball there. One, 2 called outside, ball 2. Job by Jordan to lay off that one. Two pitch on the way. Swung on. Hit towards Pence at short. Throws over to first in time to Wadley. That will be out number 2 as today's pitcher, Madison Miller, steps into the box. First pitch there from Grover finds the zone. Strike 1. Miller batting .286 now. Does have 2 of the team's 6 total homers. Today is not looking like it's going to be the day for the long ball, as that wind is blowing mostly straight in. It's a decent amount of wind coming in from center field. They're going to have to put a lot on one to get it out of the park today. That one's going to be called strike 2. Miller's going to have to battle here with 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on, hit right to Grover, catches it. And that will do it for the second inning. Ouachita goes 3 up, 3 down. Be right back here with the top half of the third inning. Southwestern Oklahoma State leads at 2-0. You're watching Ouachita Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Getting ready for the top half of the third inning. So Southwestern Oklahoma State Bulldogs lead this one 2-0 after plating 2 last inning. Madison Miller back out in the circle for her third inning of work. Due up for the Bulldogs will be 4, 5, and 6. That's Franklin, Lee, and Wadley. See if the Tigers can settle in here and play a little bit cleaner defense than last time. They've got 2 errors already as we get ready to start the top half of the third inning.
Number 11, Hannah Franklin.
Franklin batting .308, 0 for 1 on the day. She reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. First pitch from Miller finds the zone for strike 1. Good crowd on hand here today for a Friday afternoon doubleheader. The 0-1, off speed up top. That's ball 1. Even count now. The 1-1 pitch on the way from Miller. That's going to be hit high towards the left field. Moyer's going to have to go back and make the grab just shy of the wall, but she's going to drop it. So that'll be a double off an error for Hannah Franklin to start the third inning.
Number 15, Julie.
I'll bring up Jewel Lee. Not sure if it's nerves or what's going on here today with the Tigers, but they're making some very uncharacteristic errors. That was going to be inside for ball 1 for Miller. That's going to be called strike 1. Lee is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to third. 1-1, bunt goes foul, strike 2. Miller heading the count here, 1-2. Looking to pick up hopefully her first strikeout of the day. That's when we swung on, hit right up. Miller picks it up, fires over to Doctor at first for out number 1. Check the runner at third.
Number 4, Jordan Wadley.
As Franklin advanced over to third base. So another runner in scoring position here for Southwestern Oklahoma. Just 1 out as Jordan Wadley steps to the bag. That one's going to be popped up back behind us out of play, land on the hill. see it there coming down the hill. So 0-1 count now on Wadley. Had a double and scored last inning. That one's going to be swung and missed for strike two. So 0-2 count. Miller trying to win this battle. All speed hit right up under her, up the middle for a base hit, and that'll score Franklin. So an RBI single for Wadley makes the score 3-0. That'll bring up number 21, Jessica Carmo. Up high, ball one. Hit right up the middle again. This time Herbert gets the grab and gets it over to Wade, not in time. It was close. Good effort there by Herbert. That'll be two base runners on now with just one out for Southwestern Oklahoma. That'll bring up Keani Barrett. He had an RBI, fielder's choice, back last inning. First pitch there for Miller, missed for ball one. That one's going to be hit into left center field. Moyer gets under it, makes the grab on that one for out number two. I'll bring up number 23, Dusty Pence, the shortstop. Had an RBI and made it to third last inning. First pitch from Miller will miss the zone for ball one. The 1-0 from Miller, called strike one. A good pitch there from Miller. Called strike two, a great pitch there. Miller, a junior out of Nashville, Arkansas, majoring in business administration. The 1-2 swung on and missed to end the inning. First strikeout of the day for Miller. Southwestern Oklahoma does score one, and we head to the bottom half of the third inning. Tigers trailing 3-0. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the bottom half of the third inning. Ouachita trails 3-0. Due up for the Tigers is going to be 8-9-1. So stepping into the box now is going to be Kendall Doctor, the first baseman today. Doctor, a senior out of Rowlett, Texas, and Rowlett High School. Batting 176 on the season now. played and started in 7 games so far. This will be her 8th on the season today. We're going to find the zone for strike 1 for Grover, who's back out for her 3rd inning of work. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. The Doctor's batting 176, but does have an on-base percentage of 333. Let's see if she can work that one up a little bit. If she swings and misses that one for strike 2. So 1-2 count now on Doctor. It's going to be hit over towards 3rd, fielded by Simmons and over to Wadley for out number 1. And that will bring up the left fielder, Kendall Moyer. Moyer batting 176 on the season as well. That's going to be hitting the left field. It'll go foul and get down away from Lee out there in left for strike 1. Moyer, a junior out of Lampasas, Texas. Moyer had a pretty good weekend last weekend against SAU. Got on base a few times when it counted for the Tigers. First pitch there from Grover. A little bit outside, but finds the outside edge for strike 2. Moyer's got a battle here with 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way from Grover. Pitched right back to Grover. Over to Wiley for out number 2. We've had a comebacker to the pitcher every single inning so far in the bottom half as Hope Wade steps up to the plate. Wade 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out to the pitcher to start the bottom half of the first. Go right over, picked up by Pence. Thrown over to Wadley. They're going to call her out. I thought she was safe. It was close, but it'll be called out 3. So Tigers go 3 up, 3 down again. And that will do it for the 3rd inning. Coach Grimes out there talking with the home plate umpire, but Southwestern Oklahoma still leading it 3-0 here as we get ready to head to the top half of the 4th inning. Take another quick break. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful, so don't do it. The text can wait.
Thanks.
Anytime. And now...
Remember, the text can wait.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. About to start the top half of the 4th inning. Southwestern Oklahoma State leading Ouachita 3-0. Due up for Southwestern Oklahoma will be the top of the lineup, 1, 2, 3, and Morlock, Simmons, and Danny Carmo. Tigers gonna need to settle in here. Morlock Morlock has reached on error both times today. That'll be fouled for strike one. So Morlock technically 0 for 2 on the day, batting .452 on the season now. So reached in the first inning on an error by Miller, and then in the second on an error by Precure. The 0-1 from Miller, low, ball one. So 1-1 count. Popped up. Wade goes back. Can't quite get there. So lead off hit there for Morlock. That will bring up Brianna Simmons, who is 0 for 2 on the day as well, with a fly out to short and a ground out to the pitcher. Runner shows to go, but does not. First pitch there for Miller is a strike. Simmons, a senior out of Hendricks, Oklahoma. Runner goes. Here's a throw from Jones. Wade will drop that one. So that's 3 for 3 on stolen base attempts for the Bulldogs so far today. Count is 0-2 now. As Simmons shows bunt again, but pulls back and swings at that one. It'll go foul down the left field line. Count will stay 0-2. Got a runner on second and Kennedy Morlock. Simmons shows bunt again with 2 strikes, but more than likely going to pull back. That one's going to be up high for ball one. Trying to get Simmons to chase on that one. Wants a new ball. We'll trade out with the home plate umpire. Two on its way from Miller. That's going to be driven deep into left field. Moyer's going to go back at the wall and watch it go around. So a 2-run homer for Brianna Simmons put Southwestern Oklahoma State up 5-0.
Now batting Danny Carmo.
Be a meeting with the infield there. A hard hit ball there by Simmons as the wind had died down just a little bit. Tigers have got to settle in here now with nobody out, nobody on, but 2 runs have crossed here already. First pitcher Miller is a strike for strike one. So the 0-1 pitch, low. Home plate umpire has been a little inconsistent so far. At least Miller seemed to think so on that last pitch. The 1-1 swung on, fouled, strike 2. The 1-2 popped up, foul down the right field line, go out of play. Count stays 1-2. Tigers are going to have to battle back in this one here. They're already down 5 runs. Looking at Southwestern Oklahoma State's season, they've been very inconsistent so far. Like I said, they were swept by Oklahoma Baptist, and then turned around and swept a doubleheader of Northwestern Oklahoma, and then swept Southern Nazarene. 1-2 called inside for ball 2. And then they were swept by Washburn University earlier on Tuesday of this week. That one's up high. Count runs full on Carmo. So payoff pitch on the way from Miller here. Popped up. Herbert goes over and makes the grab behind first base for out number 1.
Number 11, Hannah Franklin.
That one's to be called strike 1 from Miller. Right now, Southwestern Oklahoma State is tied with Arkansas Tech for third overall in the GAC. That's going to be lined foul. That'll be strike 2. Stepping back in here. 0-2 count here. Miller looking to get her second out of the inning. Fouled. Back once again. Count stays 0-2. Ouachita is tied for 6th in the conference with Oklahoma Baptist. Both and Southern Nazarene, all three of those are at 6 and 5. Southwestern Oklahoma was supposed to have a series with SAU that has been canceled. That one's foul once again, so no 2 count. So they were supposed to play Southwestern Oklahoma State was supposed to play Southern Arkansas to start GAC play, but that one had to be canceled. That one's a golf swing foul. So that's why they haven't played as many games as the rest of us here in the GAC. And 0-2 once again off speed short for ball 1. The 1-2 popped up into the stands behind us. Count stays 1-2. A good battle here by Franklin. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Miller wins that battle and picks up her second strikeout of the day.
Number 15, Jewel Lee.
That'll bring up Jewel Lee, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Called strike 1 on Lee. The 0-1 popped right back to Miller. Bounce off her glove. Wade picks it up, throws it over to Doctor in time, out number 3. That one was a close one there at first, but the umpire got it right that time. Southwestern Oklahoma State does play 2 more. They lead it 5-0 after a 2-run homer from Brianna Simmons. Tigers have some work to do as we get ready, or as we'll be back with the bottom half of the fourth inning. You're watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University, getting ready for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Southwestern Oklahoma State leads it 5-0.
Number 14, Heather Brown.
Due up here for the Tigers will be 2, 3, and 4. It's Heather Brown, Sloan Preaker, and Jillian Jones. Brown stepping into the box now. Brown 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. That's going to be hit into left field. Lee gets under it, makes the grab, having to turn back. A good hit there by Brown, just right to the left fielder. That will bring up Sloan Preaker, the third baseman.
Number 24, Sloan Preacher.
Preaker, a senior out of Canyon, Texas. Sloan is 1 for 1 on the day. The Tigers' lone hit and lone base runner. 0-1 count now on Preaker. Shows bump and pulls back, as that one's going to be ball 1. Count evens itself back up at 1-1. One out here, top half or bottom half of the fourth inning. So Preaker 1 for 1 on the day. Shows bunt, pulls back outside, ball 2. Preaker, one of the most consistent batters for the Tigers this season. So batting 340 coming into the weekend. Has bumped it up to 354 with that last hit. That's going to be hit up. Picked up by Pence, the shortstop, thrown over to first with Wadley for out number 2. And that will bring up today's catcher, Jillian Jones. Jones 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to third. Batting .289 now on the season. That's going to be hit into center field. Morlock goes back, drops it, hits the wall, and so Jones will have a double. Stand-up double for Jillian Jones with 2 outs, and she hits what was a several-game-long hit streak. Or hit-less streak. That'll bring up Lauren Lester. It's going to have a courtesy runner come in. Will be number 5, Emma McCorkle. Pinch runner come in for the catcher here. Said Lester stepping in. Lester 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to the pitcher back to start the second inning. Lester, a freshman for the Tigers. Looks like the catcher, Carmo, wants to go and have a quick word with Grover. We're also waiting on the home plate umpire. Lester is a freshman for the Tigers out of North Little Rock, Arkansas, and North Little Rock High School. So looking at the stats for the season, that double there from Jones was her first since March 9th against Henderson State. First pitch from Grover to Lester finds his own for strike one. Out on second now is going to be Emma McCorkle, who is now running for Jones. McCorkle is a freshman out of Greenwood, Arkansas. 0-1 inside for ball one. Lester batting .324 on the season. 0 for 1 today. That one's going to be outside, ball two. So 2-1 count here on Lester. Two one on the way. He's going to be fouled back into the net for strike two. Fairly cool day today at Sully Anderson Field. Sun is out though, so it makes the high 50s, low 60s feel a little bit better, but this wind kind of negates everything the sun comes out and warms up. So a 2-2 pitch to Lester, swung on and hit towards right field. It'll go foul by a couple of feet. So we'll see a 2-2 count again. Lester battling here with 2 strikes against Grover. They're going to call that strike 3. The umpire didn't do the universal sign for a strikeout. I think he just said strike 3. Okay, umpire never called the umpire never called the signal. He was confused as to why everybody else was confused. So that will do it for the that'll do it for the entire 4th inning. After a strikeout looking for Lester. Southwestern still leads it. We get ready to start the 5th inning of play. Southwestern's up 5-0. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
It's an ordinary day. Stephanie's driving home from school, like she does every day. Since she's almost home, she takes a quick glance at her phone, like she does every day. She arrives safely, like she does every day. It's another ordinary day. But then, something out of the ordinary happens. Distracted driving kills.
Welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the 5th inning. Ouachita trails 5-0 behind the Southwestern Oklahoma State Bulldogs. One of the many directional schools, as I call them, out in Oklahoma. Due up for Southwestern is going to be 6, 7, and 8 in Wadley, Carmo, and Barron. If anybody gets on, it will be Pimps, the shortstop. Miller back out for another inning of work. Wadley is 2 for 2 on the season. Got her average up to 342. 2 for 2 today, batting 342 on the season. First pitch from Miller. Missed the zone, not sure where, but for ball one. The 1-0. Popped up, out of play, strike one. Pop back up into the net for strike two. Miller finds herself ahead in the count here, 1-2 on Wadley. Leadoff has reached each time so far. Let's hope we can change that up here, as that one's going to be up high and even the count up at 2-2. So each inning, all 4 innings so far, Tigers had to work around a leadoff base runner. And try to avoid that here, but it looks like that will, nope. Moyer comes in and makes the grab on the run. I thought that was going to be down, but a good catch there by Moyer out in left. That'll get out number 1. Leadoff goes down for the first time today. And that'll bring up number 21, Jessica Carmo. Carmo also 2 for 2 on the day. Scored back in the second and made it to first in the third. First pitch for Miller finds a zone for strike one. The 0-1 hit over to Preaker at third, picks it up, fires over to Doctor for out number 2. Good play there by Preaker and Doctor. And then I'll bring up Keani Barron, who is 0 for 1 on the day with an RBI fielder's choice back in the second. And a fly out to left in the third. That's going to be hit over to Preaker again, picks it up off the bounce, throws across to Doctor, and gets the out. Tigers force the Bulldogs 3 up, 3 down for the first time today, and we'll get ready to head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Tigers got some work to do and running out of chances to do it in. They're down 5 runs, getting ready for the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back here on the Washington Sports Digital Network.
At the time, I just wasn't thinking. I used social media to vent. I wish I would have thought about the effects of scaring people. I didn't mean for that to happen. People took it as a terrorist threat. The university got shut down. I got arrested by the FBI. And now, I don't know what my future looks like. I search my name on the web almost every day and look at the stuff. It's not going away. Think before you post.
Welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Getting ready for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up for the Tigers is going to be 6, 7, and 8. That's Jordan, Miller, and Doctor. Miranda Grover back out in the circle for her 5th inning of work. Only giving up 2 runs and gotten 2 strikeouts today. Or only giving up 2 hits, 0 runs. And had 2 strikeouts and no walks today. So leading off here in the bottom half of the 5th inning for the Tigers will be number 6, the right fielder, Callie Jordan. So Jordan out of Crystal Beach, Texas, and majoring in elementary education here at Washington, the Huckabee School of Education. Jordan 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to short. Hits that one up over the head of the second baseman, and she'll make it to first. A leadoff hit for the Tigers. 3rd hit of the day and the first leadoff base runner Tigers have seen so far in the game. Now to bring in number 19, Madison Miller, the pitcher today, batting .279 on the season, 0 for 1 on the day with a pop up to the, or hit straight back to the pitcher who caught it. Miller does have a couple home runs on the season. Wind starting to die down, so this will be the chance. That one's going to be outside for ball one. Miller's also been on a little bit of a hitless streak. Struggled a bit against SAU. Swung and missed at that one for strike one. The 1-1 count here. Outside, ball two. Miller, a junior out of Nashville. Swung and missed at that one to even the count up at 2-2. Miller's going to battle here with 2 strikes. With a runner on and nobody out. Outside, count runs full. And that's going to be called strike 3 on Miller. Miller thought it was ball 4. I'm not sure how much I agree with that from where I'm sitting. That'll be out number 1 as Kendall Doctor steps up to the plate.
Kendall Doctor.
That one's going to be fouled back into the Southwestern bullpen. Doctor 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to third. Back in the third. Got Jordan over there on first. That one's going to be golf towards the first baseman. They'll look to turn the double play. They get the first throw in time. Second throw not in time. That'll be out number 2. And still have a runner on first base. This time it's Kendall Doctor. Now Kendall Moyer will step into the box. Moyer 0 for 1 on the day as well. Grounded out to the pitcher. Back in the third. First one's outside. Tigers going to have to battle here with 2 outs. That one's going to be low, calling ball 2. See Grover there asking where that one was. The 2-0, swung on, fouled, strike 1. The 2-1 count here on Moyer. Then we've got leadoff on deck and Hope Wade. The 2-1 popped up. Shortstop goes over, left field goes over and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. Tigers get a base runner but leave them stranded, and that'll do it for the 5th inning. Ouachita still trails it by 5. We'll take a quick break and be right back here with the top half of the 6th inning. You're watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Every
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Madison Miller back out for her 6th inning of work in the circle. Due up for the Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State University will be 9-1-2. That is going to be Dusty Pence, Kennedy Morlock, and Brianna Simmons. Tigers forced a 3-3 down in the top half of the 5th inning. Let's see if they can do it again here. Give themselves a chance, as the Tigers will just have should just have two more chances to come back, because they're trailing by 5 here.
Number 23, Dusty Pence.
All right, so Dusty Pence stepping into batter's box now. Pence, a sophomore out of Magnum, Oklahoma. That first pitch from Miller finds the zone for strike 1. We've got a good crowd on hand here today. Most people spread out in social distances. You've got every other. That one's gonna be hit into center field. Brown comes over and makes. She's gonna lose it in the sun and it will drop it. Where that sun is, it's kind of dangerous back behind it. So that'll be another leadoff base runner for Southwestern. Be reached on an error by center. That'll bring up the leadoff. Morlock right back to Miller. Throws it over to Wade at second. Over to first. Throw to first, not in time, but they do get the lead runner. Good play there to get the lead runner there. So 1 out and a runner on first now. Good heads up play there by Miller. Brianna Simmons now in the box. 1 for 3 on the day. Well, that one hit was a 2-run homer back in the 4th inning. The 1-0. Runner goes. The throw from Jones. Wade gets it, gets down, gets her out. Finally, we get the call there at second base and get the runner. A fantastic throw by Jillian Jones and a great catch by Hope Wade out there. That's going to be lined foul down the left, or lined fair. Sorry, it was close, but it was fair, so it'll be a double. Double for Brianna Simmons brings up Danny Carmo.
Number 1, Danny Carmo.
Carmo 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. First pitch from Miller. I guess missed the zone for ball 1. The 1-0 inside. Nope, that's going to be strike 1. So 1-1 count here with 2 outs and a runner on second. That's when we hit up the middle, grounded or grabbed by Herbert over to Doctor for out number 3. The Tigers work around a leadoff base runner, and Southwestern will leave a person stranded. No runs will cross. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Ouachita still trailing by 5. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Once again, you can see a decent crowd on hand here today. You can see me down there in the bottom right-hand corner. Said I'm calling it from down here in the first row. Grover back out in the circle for her 6th inning of work. Due up for the Tigers will be 1, 2, and 3. So we get Hope Wade, Heather Brown, and Sloan Prekier. Crowd out here is mostly social distance except for family groups. Like I said, they're allowed to sit together. You've got every other row marked off for COVID guidelines. So hopefully we are on the back end of these COVID guidelines. Actually had a COVID vaccine clinic here today at Ouachita. I got my first dose of the Pfizer vaccine this morning about 10:30. So we were able to, once the governor opened up the 1C level of vaccines, we were able to secure 500 doses from Baptist Hospital, I believe. And so Dr. Cluck sent out an email to everybody saying, hey, if you want it, sign up. And I believe we filled out just about all those 500 slots fairly quickly, and that was in less than 48 hours. So hopefully we are on the path to getting done with all this COVID stuff. Wade now stepping into the box. Wade is 0 for 2 on the day. That one will be hit into left center, and will be grabbed by the center fielder for out number 1. And so that will bring up Heather Brown. Brown also 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout to left. Brown, a finance and marketing major here at Ouachita. Right through the legs of Grover for a base hit. Tigers really need to chip away at this 5-run lead here. And that will bring up Sloan Prekier. Prekier 1 for 2 on the day with a hit back in the first inning. Prekier, one of the leading batters on the Tigers with 340. The only one above her is going to be Callie Jordan with 342. Prekier's average now is 347 after her hit today. This will be called for ball 1. The 1-0 to Prekier. Oh, hits the third baseman. The throw over to first is in time, but it'll advance the runner. It hit third baseman Simmons right on the thigh. That was a hard hit ball from Prekier. They'll go over there and check on Simmons. Like I said, that was a line drive right to the thigh of Simmons. And so due up now will be Jillian Jones with 2 outs. Jones doubled last time up with 2 outs and was left out there at second. Brown didn't advance over to second, so if Jones can do it again, that will most likely be an RBI. Jones definitely due to put one out. Hadn't put one out in a while. That's going to be hit into right field. Carmo goes over, gets under it, and makes the grab for out number 3. So Tigers get a base runner there, but can't do anything with them as they leave them out there stranded at second. We'll head to the top half of the 7th inning. Ouachita still trailing by 5. Be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the 7th inning here. And Southwestern Oklahoma State leads this one 5-0. Miller back out for her 7th inning of work. Most likely will be another complete game for Miller. Looks like we're going to have some changes to the lineup for Southwestern Oklahoma here. That's going to be Grayson Williams, number 13 now, getting ready to step in to hit for Hannah Franklin. And on deck, it looks like it's going to be Tara Hibbler. So at least two new batters now for Southwestern Oklahoma. Like I said, getting ready here. Like I said, Tigers need to hold off here, and then they'll just have so they'll be down to 3 more outs after they can get out of this one.
Number 13, Grayson
Williamson
Williamson.
batting. .333 on the season with scoring 2 runs and an RBI. First pitcher Miller finds his own for a strike. Williamson this will be her 8th game she's played in. Up high, ball 1. The 1-1 called, strike 2, 1-2 count now. The 1-2 from Miller on the way, called, strike 3 for out number 1. Miller picks up her 3rd strikeout of the day as Tara Hibbler now steps to the plate. It looks like that'll be the end of the pinch hitting as Jordan Wadley is now on deck. That one's going to miss from Miller for ball 1. Not quite sure where that one missed. 1-0 count now to Hibbler. Swing and miss at that one for strike 1. Hibbler batting .167 on the season. This will be Hibbler's 4th game she's played in. Hibbler, a sophomore out of Piedmont, Oklahoma. She'll foul that one back for strike 2. The 1-2 popped up out of play once again. So still 1-2 count. The 1-2 from Miller outside, ball 2. The 2-2 from Miller, swung on right to Herbert, scoops it up, and tosses it on over to Doctor for out number 2. Good job by Herbert out there to get that one on the hop. Now we'll bring up Jordan Wadley, who is 2 for 3 on the day. Batting .353 on the season. Wanley does likes a 2 for 3 with an RBI today. She'll hit that one over to Wade at short, who throws it across the diamond to Doctor. It'll miss Doctor. It looks like it was a little bit off aim there, so Wadley will reach. Still got 2 outs here now, runner on first. That will bring up Jessica Carmo, the right fielder. They're going to call that an error on short. The 5th error of the day for the Tigers. That's going to be popped up into shallow right. Jordan gets under it, makes the grab for out number 3. So last chance coming up for the Tigers here as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Tigers still trail it by 5. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Welcome back to Ouachita Baptist University. So getting ready for the bottom half of the 7th inning here at Sully Anderson Field. Southwestern leads at 5-0. Last chance up for the Tigers. Due up for Ouachita is going to be 5, 6, and 7. It's going to be Lauren Lester, Callie Jordan, and Madison Miller. Hopefully we can put some hits together here and mount a. It would take an impressive comeback to be able to get walk off in game 1. Not impossible, but not probable. Tigers have come back from down 2 before, but that's been about it. First pitch outside, ball 1. So now batting's going to be Lauren Lester, the freshman out of Little Rock, majoring in communication sciences and disorders. One of the many fantastic programs here at Ouachita. 1-0 count from Grover. Swung on, that'll be a leadoff base hit for Lester. And that will bring up Callie Jordan. Jordan's 1 for 2 on the day. Made it to first and was forced out on the way to second back in the 5th inning. Grounded out to short back in the 2nd inning. I said Jordan, an elementary education major here at Ouachita. That one will be called for ball 1. Said one of several education majors here on this Ouachita softball team. A fantastic program here at Ouachita. The 1-0 to Jordan, swung on. That'll get down. That'll be 2 hits in a row. We'll have runners on first and second now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Madison Miller. Miller 0 for 2 on the day. Coach Grimes have a quick word as the catcher Carmo went out to have a word with Grover in the circle. Miller stepping into the box now. 0 for 2 on the day, but batting .273 on the season. First pitch, swung on, caught by the first baseman. That'll be the first down. Jordan was able to get back to first in time, though. And that'll bring up Kendall Doctor.
Number 10, Kendall Doctor.
Doctor 0 for 2, but has reached today. Swing at that one right to the second baseman. Lester gets back in time. Quick 2 outs after 2 base runners, after 2 hits. That'll bring up 9-hole Kendall Moyer, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Last out here for the Tigers. Last weekend, Moyer had a good job when she'd come up in these situations with 2 outs. She would find a way to get on. Let's hope that can continue today and we can head to the top part of the lineup. And as Wade sits on deck here. Swung at that one and missed. Actually hit the umpire in the shin guard. And we know 1 count now on Moyer. Moyer batting 167 now on the season. Does have a few RBI. Tigers going to have to battle a lot here with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning, down 5. Called strike 2. Moyer's going to have to battle here now with 2 strikes. It's an 0-2 count. Not impossible, but improbable. The 0-2 swung on and fouled. Count says 0-2. The 0-2 pitch about to be on its way from Grover. Outside, ball 1. Moyer's on base percentage is .222 with 2 walks, and she struck out 6 times this season. The 1-2 swung on, fouled. Moyer stays alive. Gonna have to battle here now. It should be a 1-2 count. Grover trying to finish this one out from the circle. The 1-2, right to Grover. It'll be fielded by Barron. And they'll call Jordan out at second. It was close. And that will do it for game 1. Southwestern Oklahoma State will take this one 5-0. The final line score will be 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors for the Bulldogs. Ouachita with 0 runs on 6 hits with 5 errors. Those 5 errors being the big number of the day here in game 1. So that will do it for game 1 of today's doubleheader. We'll be right back here in about 20 to 30 minutes with game 2. We'll be on a separate video, so this stream will end, but right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network YouTube page, you'll be able to find game 2 as Ouachita looks to even up the series. Once again, your final score was 5-0 in favor in Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Shout out to the crew here working game 1. We had Wyatt Ashlock in the trailer, Chase Hartzell out in the center field camera. And we'll have a different crew out here for game 2. And if I forgot anybody, we'll be listing them in game 2. Chris Babb also in the trailer. This has been Matthew Branch, and thank you for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports